I think that the character and the history of the building is important because it lends itself very well to feeling authenticity, really as a creative agency, and that's where we started from. We really wanted to feel that connection to the building and to the space that we're in and to the people that were working in it. Not just to have desks in a space, but to have an environment that really nurtures and supports creative practice and creative work.
The kind of us coming up with the name and gather rounds, planting these sofas in the middle of the room, and it sounds a bit cheesy, but we really, it was that whole kind of trying to, gather people together, and it just worked, and almost in a way the building was designed from these sofas outwards. When you walk through the door, kind of walking in, and just the attention to detail that, Ben must have spent weeks trying to find the wallpaper that features behind us. We understood the impact it was going to have and the connection it was going to have to the other areas within the building, and when you walk in and the lights are on, it works, and there's a reason why all of the windows here are kind of floor to ceiling. So we want the building to feel grand. We want people to be able to look through and kind of see what's there, and be very open and honest. And I think it's those little connections between the larger statement pieces and then just little connections to kind of colour, just drawing furniture back, paring that back to allow the books on the shelf to kind of shine.
I would say that Gather Round is not just a co-working space. It's a community, and so whilst what we ultimately provide is desk space and access to facilities and services, really what we can offer people is access to a creative community and a sense of belonging. And so what's really lovely, like anecdotally, and we hear it all the time, is that people come to Gather Rounds and maybe they're from out of town or they're from somewhere else, and they make friends and they start hanging out together, and sometimes they work together and they collaborate, but there's this real natural synergy of thinking and shared philosophy and values, and I think that's not something you can easily just engineer. I think that has to be something that comes from a place of truth, and I think it's certainly one of the things that I'm most proud of in what we've managed to create beyond the space, the buildings, the offer, the business model. That all needs to work, but I think centrally to that is a really strong sense of community.